I had no idea what a jibarito was until I arrived in Chicago 17 years ago. That's when I discovered this sandwich, which is one of the best examples of our culture. If you want to experience the true flavors of Puerto Rico in Chicago, head to the heart of the community, Humboldt Park, bursting with Puerto Rican pride, past the majestic flags, and find a restaurant that has a jibarito. And it's not just me. Thousands come from all over to have this delicious sandwich that contains all the Puerto Rican sabor you can ever taste in one plate.
Oh my God, it's delicious. I drove all the way from O'Hare just to come.
We live in Shanghai, and every time we come back to to Chicago, we have to come and eat a jibarito.
The interesting thing is that in Puerto Rico, you can't really find this sandwich that instead of bread has two perfectly fried plantains. The jibarito was created in Chicago by Juan Carlos Figueroa, also known as Pete. Pete opened a restaurant in the early 90s and was looking for recipes in a Puerto Rican newspaper when he found one for a sándwich de plátano, or plantain sandwich. His first customer was his dad.
I made the sandwich for my father. He didn't eat nothing else for months. He told me, put this sandwich in the menu, and God's going to bless you.
And did God ever bless him? At one point, Pete was selling 4,000 to 5,000 jibaritos a month.
The most popular one, though, is the steak.
That's the original jibarito, but now you can have a fried chicken or a roasted pork version. All of them topped with tomato, lettuce, cheese, and mojo or garlic sauce, and a nice serving of arroz con gandules, rice and pigeon peas on the side.
I get the jibarito de lechon, which is the roast pork, and it's savory, it's tender, it's everything you want in a sandwich.
But the sandwich that was born in the Puerto Rican community has slowly become a staple of the city's food scene, a Chicago's very own that you can find in many restaurants in town, albeit with its own take. Belly Shack, a Korean Puerto Rican restaurant in Logan Square, calls it the Boricua and offers a tofu version.
It has brown rice. The tofu has tofu, miso, and a little bit of lime zest. The beef itself has a little curry mayonnaise and Korean chili paste. And the chicken is a lemongrass chicken with cilantro.
At Joey's Shrimp House, it's all about the seafood jibarito. They have a shrimp, a crab, and a mahi-mahi sandwich.
Everybody in Chicago is going crazy over the jibarito. We're proud to have that here and have a good following for the jibarito. It's a good way to represent not only Chicago, but the Hispanic, community in Chicago, Puerto Ricans themselves.
Pete is also very happy to share his recipe with anyone. In fact, when one of his favorite restaurants was struggling, Pete told the owner of Café Cubano to include the jibarito in the menu. Javier was reluctant at first because he wasn't convinced that a Puerto Rican dish would fit in a Cuban restaurant.
I finally gave my arm to twist, and he showed me how to make it, and I was actually real pleased that he took the time to come out and show us how to make it. It's a great seller.
The Ropa Vieja jibarito at times sells better than the Cuban sandwich. The success of his sandwich has not made Pete Figueroa a rich man, but it has made him a very proud one.
I have a lot of pride for me, not only, but for the Puerto Rican community.
And if you're wondering, what does jibarito mean? It's a diminutive for the word jibaro, which in Spanish, in Puerto Rican Spanish, it refers to people from the mountains or from the backcountry. Ana Belaval, WGN News.